Hey guys, it's Miss Hippenmeyer here, and today we have two I can statements. I can describe quantities having opposite directions or values. Also, the next one is I can represent quantities in real-world contexts, explaining the meaning of zero in each situation. So today I'm going to be introducing you to negative numbers. Let's look at some vocabulary. You have been talking about whole numbers for years. In fact, when you were a kid, maybe you played jump rope or hopscotch and you would count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are simple numbers. And now we're going to be adding to what we know about those numbers to learn about integers. Integers are all the whole numbers and their opposites. So the opposite of 1 is negative 1. The opposite of 2 is negative 2. So integers would include the whole numbers and their opposites. Integers do not include fractions or decimals or mixed numbers. So those are not integers. 1/2 isn't an integer, 8/10 is not an integer, negative 4/3 is not an integer. Let's talk about opposite numbers. Opposite numbers are two numbers that have the same or equal distance from 0. Take a look at this next example. Example 1. Negative 5 is the opposite of 5 because they are both a distance of 5 away from 0. Example 2. 718 is the opposite of negative 718 because they are both a distance of 718 away from 0. Let's see if I can get it to switch to the next slide. Here we go. The neutral number is 0. 0 is not positive and it is not negative. It is in between the positive numbers and the negative numbers, so it is neutral. The positive numbers are the numbers that are greater than 0, and the negative numbers are the numbers that are less than 0. Take a look at this horizontal number line. We call it a horizontal number line because you should think of it as lining up with the horizon. So where the sky meets the ground is the horizon. So this is a horizontal number line. Here's the origin in the middle. It's a neutral number. Then these numbers to the right of 0 are positive, and the numbers to the left of 0 are negative. So let's think about opposite numbers now. What is the opposite of negative 10? So here's negative 10. So what is the same distance from 0 as negative 10? Well, that would be positive 10. All right, let's try another one. What is the opposite of 8? Well, here's 8. What is the opposite of 8? Well, that would be negative 8. How about the opposite of 0? Actually, since 0 is neutral, we don't have an opposite of 0. All right, now we need to talk about numbers increasing and numbers decreasing on a horizontal number line. So on a horizontal number line, the further you move to the right, the larger the numbers become. For example, 4 is greater than 3 because 4 is further to the right. We could also say negative 3 is greater than negative 6 because negative 3 is further to the right. As we move to the right, the numbers become larger and larger and larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. So just think, moving to the right, the numbers become larger. The further you move to the left, the smaller the numbers become. So 6 is smaller than 7. Let's move along. 3 is less than 7. Keep moving. Negative 1 is less than 0. Negative 7 is less than negative 6. The further to the left you go, the smaller the numbers become. So that's a horizontal number line. Now let's look at a vertical number line. So a vertical number line goes upwards and downwards. And you'll see that 0 is here, the origin is here in the middle, and the positive numbers are above 0 and the negative numbers are below 0. An everyday example of a vertical number line is a thermometer. Now think about it. As you move upwards on a vertical number line, the numbers get larger and larger. So negative 20 is greater than negative 25. 0 is greater than negative 5. 10 is greater than 5. So as you move upwards, the numbers become larger. Now, as you move downwards on a vertical number line, the numbers get smaller. Look how the numbers are decreasing. Smaller, 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 smaller. This is the smallest number on this number line. So as you move downwards, the numbers get smaller and smaller. So hopefully this gave you a good small intro to positive and negative numbers and zero and what integers are.